I'm someone who wants to think outside the box. I grew up fishing. I grew up going to the beach. I am someone who loves everything about this state. We can grow. We can also maintain the awesomeness, which is the state of Florida and Orange County. I was adopted by my maternal grandmother. The values that my grandmother had because of her generation have definitely impacted some of the decisions I made in life. I started off in child protection, medical examinations, human trafficking. I was asked whether or not I would consider running for either a city commission or a county commission. One of the reasons I did decide to run is the majority of us, in my experience, are on a moderate spectrum, and we're not being represented. I think a lot of politicians in settings where you're in a group, there's a lack of autonomy. These guys do what somebody tells them. They're really not focusing on what the actual citizens that they're supposed to be representing really need. Florida has some significant issues with water quality, drinking water. We used to have this thriving agricultural industry, which was our biggest financial support for our state. With my background, I like to know that I can draft something that's going to have teeth. My goal is to really put us back on track to be a prosperous area. Everybody in my local group and my family is both left and right. They understand that I'm going to do research, I'm going to talk to experts, I'm going to sit down with people who live in the area. There's this level of trust. If I'm impacting you, you're going to be involved in that decision-making process. As a local government, it's imperative that we have control over our growth, our ordinances, and that we're not at the whim of a larger agency because they happen to be friends with somebody in a bigger political position. As far as why I'm in politics, it's imperative that we have the power to govern our own communities. I really want to preserve and protect Orange County.